So here's a sniping position that I found on Himmelsdorf. Look at where I am on the mini-map, and notice that I'm shooting up on the hill. This is a German Tier 9 tank destroyer, the Waffenträger Auf Panzerwagen 4. It's going to be a little bit difficult for me to get a lot of hits over here because there's some tanks that are going to be blocking the view, and if the tanks are a little bit short, I'm not going to be able to hit them over the wall. But it's definitely possible that they're going to be lucky. Because of the way they're moving back and forth, it's going to be hard for me to be in the perfect position. Like here's going to be an example right here. You see what happens? So I miss my shot on him. But there's another reason why this is a good sniping position. This is the encounter mode, and you'll notice that I'm able to take shots at the tanks that are trying to cap. And where those two tanks are, the STRV and the Ferdinand, are places where tanks like to cap. They like to sit there. And unfortunately, I'm going to miss a lot of easy shots on these tanks because of the way they're going to angle and for other reasons. There's an example of how I just missed it. Would have brought him down substantially. And there's another example where I just missed him. So now we have another difficulty here where I've got these posts in the way. So I got to take a blind shot. And you can see there's an SPG out there. So this is a little bit of a flexible sniping position for the encounter mode. This is a case where you'd want to use a high explosive round. I probably would have done some splash damage on that tank. But you can see that this is a good position for encounter mode for this tank because this tank doesn't have strong armor, so you can't really be close to the enemy. You can't brawl with it. You can see I'm having some trouble here with the gun depression. And he's out of the game. This tank is the EBR Hotchkiss. This is a French Tier 7 light tank. It's a wheeled vehicle, and the map is Serene Coast. I'm going to show you a sniping position that you can play on this map. It's very hard to... first, I'm probably going to do a scouting run, which basically means I'm going to drive directly towards the enemy until I spot something and then turn around. Ouch. No damage. I'm still learning how to drive these tanks. I'm not very good at them yet. You know that tank, he must have ran away. Okay, so there's going to be an interesting sniping position that I'm going to use in this game. First, I'm taking a look around. Come up to this little bush over here, and what do you see? Look at that. Got to be a little bit cautious, but you can hit the side and rear of those tanks. It's too bad I missed. So obviously I'm not playing properly because of the reload time. I expected it to reload faster. Look at how they're withdrawing. I drew them down, and perhaps they'll start coming after me. You can see that is it a 430U? 430? He was aiming his gun at me, so I pulled him out of position, which eased up on my allies a little bit. And of course, now you can see my allies are going to start going after him. We're definitely going to gang up on that guy. So he's going to have a rough time. He's not in a good position. I'm going to be watching him to make sure that whatever I do is safe. And it's like I said, I've never played this position before, or maybe I did and forgot about it. But it's going to take a little bit of learning and practice to figure out exactly how to play it properly. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, so I got 650 damage, but the important thing is that this position is here, and it's definitely worth playing. This tank is the 45 TP. This is a Polish Tier 7 medium tank, and the map is Prokhorovka. I am going to show you a sniping position that you can play in this game. I do not have Sixth Sense, so it's going to be a little bit awkward. I don't think I have Sixth Sense on this tank. Now, when you play in the center, what a lot of people like to do is play closer to the rail line. And I used to do that a long time ago, but one of the things that I learned is there's a couple disadvantages. One of the disadvantages is that you cannot hit over the rail line because you're too close to it. If you're further away from the rail line, it's easier to shoot over the rail line. And the other reason why is because as the enemy tanks are climbing that distant hill, you're going to have easier shots on them if you're further away from them. It's just the way it works because of the angle that you're coming in at. So I was thinking, oh, if I knock that building down, it'll be good for my team. The enemy won't be able to hide behind it. But I really don't have that many regular rounds, so I decided not to do it. That guy's never going to make it to wherever he's going. So you can see I also have shots on tanks on the west side, which is also good. I do have spotting damage on a T-44 for 123 hit points. Let's advance it. So basically what I do is I come to this general area, but what I do is I arrange it so that my yellow circle is at the red line on the map. This way, I'll be able to hit tanks that are up there. You can see that one of them just took a shot at me. But look at how clearly I can hit that SU-100 up there. And I have to reverse a lot more for safety. I have to go past that train in order to be safe. So we know that there's a VK up there. And I am definitely exposing myself the further I climb up here. I did get spotting damage of around 500 on that T-43 that went to the cap. Score 7-2. I'm sure we're going to win this game. You can see that I can assist my team on the west side, and it's not already safe. It looks like we got an E-25 over there in the back. Okay, there's a tank. There's the VK. Look at how clearly I can hit the side of those tanks. Easy shots. You can't do that if you're at the rail line. So I'm up to 987 damage, 604 spotting damage. And look at that. Look at where he is on the minimap. He's not safe at all. And he's out of the game. Okay, the score is 14-2. That's going to be the end of the game. This tank is the M48 Patton. This is an American Tier 10 medium tank, and the map is Mannerheim Line. So I'm going to pause the game for a moment. Basically, I am working on a mission, which is MT-15, hunt down the hunter, do 3,500 damage to enemy tank destroyers. When I complete this, I will win the Object 260. All I need to do is this one mission, and I'm done. So I really want to hit tank destroyers. They tend to show up in that position or in some other positions. They're not spotted. I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go for it, and I fired a shot. And you don't know if you hit anything. So I'm going to fire another shot over here. Don't know if I hit anything. But something really interesting is going to happen. I'm going to fire like 10 shots. Watch what's going to happen. There is something up there. And guess how we're going to find out that there's something up there? It's not going to be because we spot him. It's going to be a bat chat. So any moment now, we're going to discover that there's an enemy tank up on that ridge. I'm firing high explosive rounds. There's another shot. There's another shot. Oh, look at that. Batchat 25T. Hit me twice. He might even fire again. So there's a tank up there. He is going to get spotted at some point, and I did not complete the mission in this game. So let's move on to another video. This tank is the AMD 178B. This is a French Tier 6 light tank. The map is Ghost Town, which may also be referred to as Lost City. I'm not an expert on this map. I haven't played it very much, so I really don't know sniping positions or spotting positions, but we're going to do the best we can, see what we come up with. Normally what I do is I head directly towards the enemy. It's just a scouting technique to get some intelligence, see what's going on. You spot the enemy and then you run. Usually it works no problem. You know, sometimes you have bad luck. Not doing a lot of damage. I'm really not impressed by how little damage is being done. So I got to wait for that guy to be taken out of the game. Okay, he's gone. I do like to use the auto aim. The reason why is because I play light tanks, and you know, it's a technique that a lot of light tank users use. And I play with a high ping time, and I like to be able to view the battlefield. I only switch to the sniper mode if I keep missing. You know, I'm really not that picky. Especially with this gun. With this gun, you can use the auto aim, and it works out really well because the ammo has a high velocity. I've done 679 damage, 200 spotting damage. I am using up a lot of ammo. I'm not happy about that. It is a low penetration gun. Got 849 damage and 200 spotting damage. So they're acting like they've forgotten that I'm here. I mean, they must know that I'm here. The position he's playing is not a smart position. Yeah, it looks like I won't be able to penetrate that unless I get real lucky. All I'm seeing is red. So in the encounter mode, this seems like a good position, especially if you have a real tank. Lucky that I was here. I spotted the enemy spotter. We're going to be able to take him out of the game. Oh, are those high explosive rounds? It looks like those might be HE rounds that I was firing at him. Okay, so I did around 1,000 damage, 200 spotting damage. You might want to check out this position. Let's move on. This tank is a Conway. This is a British Tier 9 tank destroyer. The map is Westfield. I am going to do 4,000 damage. I'm going to get 3 kills. We're going to show you a sniping position that you can play on this map. One of the things about this tank that I'm really excited about is that the tank that follows it is the Tier 10. I believe it's called the FV4005. It's got a killer gun that does like 1,800 damage. You notice that when I take this position, I knock as many trees down as I can because I don't want to get spotted. And sadly, I get spotted over here too frequently. Got an issue with the gun depression, so I wasn't able to take a shot on that Emil. You really need high explosive rounds to be able to penetrate his armor. I did 344 damage. There's a good chance I'm playing with the stock gun. You can see I missed a chance to hit that T10. Now those Chinese tanks like the WZ-111, I don't think they really have strong armor. It seems like when I've been going up against them that I've been seeing a lot of easy to penetrate armor. This gun only has 259 penetration for Tier 9. That's kind of average. There's really nothing special about it. Unfortunately, when I hit that T10, he's not going to come back again. He's going to run and hide. It looks like I did 420 damage. Oh, I did kill him. I did 512 fire damage on the T10. You can see that the enemy has won on the east side. So we have an issue now where our southern base is pretty much out wide open. I got 1,276 damage. That's 376 damage on the Udis. If you don't think you can penetrate an Udis, you want to use high explosive rounds. They've got very thin armor. Our team isn't really reacting to what's going on in the south. I'm obviously moving north because I want to get into the action. It looks like the targets are drying up. I'm up to 1,700 damage. And again, that's out of 4,000 in the game, and I got one more kill coming. Okay, so this is outside the scope of sniping. Let's move on to the next video.